Hello guys, good morning. It's a pleasure to be back with you for another week full of learning. I hope that you're doing pretty well at home with your family. I'm doing pretty well as well. Today, I want you to please ask you to forget about your student activity book and homework and remembering book. I know that last week we had some misunderstanding about this matter because what I believe is that the wrong book went home. So forget about that. Let's just focus on working on our notebook as I instruct you in this video or in the coming videos. Now, what I really want you to focus on is on watching the mini lesson video, this one, because in this one I will be explaining the lesson of the day and giving you the instruction that you're going to follow for the lesson of the day. Then, after you watch this video, you will know about the mini lesson, you will know about what procedure to follow. Completing assignments in notebook. Every exercise will be done in your notebook. You don't need to make copies, you don't need to print, just copy the exercise or at least label with the number of the exercise so I can later on relate to the activity that we try. And then after that, we're going to complete some activities on athletics. I was taking a look at your records, and I see that most of you are still missing plenty of activities on athletics. So I think that this is the right time that we have the opportunity to get updated with these matters. All right. So the same way that we have been trying in the classroom, the same way we're trying online. We write our date and lesson name on the notebook right at the top. Then we have our teaching point, then we have the quick practice, and then we have the mini lesson. You don't need to copy everything that is on this video. You just need to focus on these four matters. Included in the mini lesson, of course, are the exercises that I'm going to assign you every class. Right? So let's move on to our lesson of the day. Today we keep on working on our Unit 4, Equations and Word Problems. Our teaching point for today is I can write addition and subtraction equation to solve problems. Right? Today is Monday, March 23, 2020. Our lesson for today will be situation and solution equations for addition and subtraction. Right on the right side, you have all the information of the lesson for today, but you don't need to copy that in your notebook. So as soon as you write the date, lesson of the day, teaching point, then you're able to work on your quick practice. What do we have for today? We have a word problem where you need to make use of the operation that we have already tried and come up with an answer. Make sure that you show up your work, but also right here I share you the answer so you can confirm your work. If you don't get that answer at first, give it another try. If you don't get it that time, then let me know and I will help you. Today we're going to be working with some vocabulary work in specific words. But these are some different equal sign and non-equal sign. Let's take another look at equation again, as I know that we took a look at this one last time, but it's important because equation involves every vocabulary word that we're going to be managing today. So an equation, what is an equation? An equation is a math sentence, the same way that we have sentences in reading, writing, the same way we have sentences in math. Math uses its own special language. So it's a math sentence with an equal sign and the amount of both sides are equal, right? You might say, oh, 2 times 4 is not equal to 8. They're not the same visually, but they still have the same value. That's why we use the equal sign right there. Alright, so the first one that we're going to be taking a look at is sum. When we talk about sum, we're talking about the result of adding two or more numbers together. So in multiplication, we already know that we call this product, right? But in addition, this is called sum. Now we move on to difference. which is the result of subtracting one number from another. So this time, the result of subtraction is called difference. Then we move on to equal sign, which states that two expressions have the same value. And then we have the not equal sign that states that two expressions that are compared don't have the same value. We're going to be working a lot with this when we work with inequalities, but that will be later on. For so far, just focus that when we use this symbol, the two expressions that we're comparing doesn't have the same value. All right, so let's take a look at our lesson for today. So this one is situation and solution equation for addition and subtraction. Let's begin by saying that when we have a situation equation, we write the equation following step by step the problem as it is said. You're not coming up with a solution yet, but you're just writing as an equation the problem that we have. Then, when we transform that equation in such a way that we're able to solve it, then that equation is solution equation. Now, let's say, for example, that we have a problem where we're missing an atom. A situation equation would be, I have the given atom plus the missing atom, and then I have a total, or the sum. However, as it is, I can actually solve it. I know that I need to take away the given atom from my total in order for me to get the missing one. So let's take a look at the sample that I have right here. Today we're going to be working a lot with fat families, which basically relate every number as possible. From this fat family, we're going to be getting 8 equations. As you can see right here, we have two atoms at the bottom of our math mountain, and then at the top we have the sum. We have 72 plus 9, which is equal to 81. Now, on the first equation right here, we're going to see that we have 81 equal to 72 plus 9. Now, on the other side, we can see that we still have 72 plus 9 that is equal to sign. Even though we swapped the position, you can see that the value is still the same. Those two equations are still valid. It doesn't matter the place that I have them, because at the end the equation stays true. If you add in either case, you're still getting 81. This is seen in the commutative property that we worked before. What do we have then? We still can see on the second one, let me point right here, 81 that is equal to 9 plus 72. It doesn't matter the order in which we try the two atoms, because at the end we're putting them together, and at the end we're getting the same result. The same thing happened right here. As you can see, I create my equation, my two atoms and my total, and then I just swap them. It's like putting them in front of a mirror. We have a reflection. The same way that I try addition, the same way I can try the opposite operation. In this case, is subtraction. Let's take a look at this one. Right here, we have 72, which is an atom right here, that is equal to 81, which is my total, minus 9, which is the missing atom that I had right here. And if I try this, you will see that this is actually true. However, right below, let's see, oh no, on this one right next to it, I see that I stay with the same problem, with the same equation, but I just mirror them, right? I just face them in front of a mirror, and then I have in this reflection. Instead of having my total or my 72 at the beginning as I had here, I'm having the same number on the right side. Then, if we try for our remaining item, 9 in this case, we're having our total, which is taking away 72 from our total, right? Yet again, we just need to mirror this one. You will see that we're going to have 4 subtracting equations and 4 adding equations. Alright guys, if you have any doubt on this, don't doubt to ask, but I know that you want. Now in your independent work, you're going to be working with some exercises that will allow you to create your own equations. On this one, for example, you're going to use the equal sign to write 4 equations. Vary how many numbers you have on each side of your equations. What I want you to try is to work on a math mountain, right? So you can visually see it. And then on the right side, this one, you're going to try the subtraction equation. And then on the left, you're going to try 2 addition equations. So that way you have 2 and 2. Right here, with the same math mountain that you created at first, you're coming up with this. The numbers are up to you. You're going to use the not equal sign to write 4 is not equal to statements. That means that the statements you're going to be writing are not going to be equal, right? For example, a not equal statement. Let's say that instead of having 9, 11 equal, to 81 minus 72, we say that 9 minus 72 is equal to 81. And that's not true, right? So on our next step, we're going to compare the following expressions, right? Using the equal sign and not equal sign. We need to say if these expressions are whether or not the same value. Alright, if we take a look at the first one, for example, we have 5 plus 2, which is equal to 7. So I can clearly see that in every case, on every side, I have 7 plus 6 and 7 plus 6. That would be equal to 13 on every side. So on the first one, number 3, would be equal symbol right there. And at last, you have to evaluate these expressions. Like the first one, you have missing item, and basically missing item as well. On the 14th, you're supposed to come up with the 8 equations that we tried. If you need to take an example as a reference, you may come back to this one, pause the video right here, and then try it in your notebook right there. I hope that this is clear to you, but anyway, if you have any doubt, just let me know and I will email or send you the answer or explaining you in detail again. Alright, so that's it for today. I hope that you have a great time and